I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Oh, baby.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Spirit Podcast. Before we get started, just want to give you a clear warning that Dom is 3 glasses in, and he already emptied his whole bottle of wine while I'm just sipping on some coffee.
Yep.
That's not like saying he's a bad person or anything. I just wanted to let you know before we start the podcast.
If it makes you feel any better, it's cheap wine, so I didn't just waste a expensive bottle.
What does it even say? Charles Shaw.
You want to know a fun story about this wine?
All right, let's hear his fun story about your drinking problem. I mean, wine stuff.
Shut up. I went to a counselor. Anyway. What? So, Charles Shaw wine, for those of you who don't know, is affectionately called 2-Buck Chuck. And I see the look on your face right now. Why is it called that? And can we move on to another discussion? I understand.
It went dirty real quick.
So, man. Yeah, well, this is a dirty story. This guy, really rich guy, really rich. Stop laughing. It's a sad story, but funny.
The way you said that, well, this is a dirty story.
It does. It's dirty in a different way.
2-Buck Chuck wine. It's not going to be dirty. It's actually educational.
Technically, it's 3, but whatever. So, this guy owns a vineyard, right? This is Charles Shaw. He owns a vineyard and married this woman, and they had a prenuptial engagement, right? Do you know what that means?
They have to sign shit before they
get married. So, like, if you divorce me, I get this. If you make it this long, you get this much. It's what celebrities do to protect their fortune. Or you get jack dick.
If you make it this long?
Yeah, they have contracts where it's like, if you are married to me for longer than 10 years, you get, like, 10% of my income. Or,
jeez.
Dude, they have...
Well, if you can make it through 10 years dealing with me, then I'll give you some money. That sounds
and because if you don't do this, then typically you get half of what the person owes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So celebrities
like Shark Tank, but for marriage.
Absolutely. Dude.
Right? Thank you.
That was great. Anyway.
That was a weak high five.
Well, the speaker's there. So, this guy owns a vineyard, and he was married to this woman, and they got divorced. Well, this woman was trying to take him to the cleaners for everything that he had. And he had a lot. So he owned this wine company, and he's like, okay, fine. I'll give you profits from the wine company. But he
should probably quit whining about it.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Sorry. So continue.
So he's like, all right, I'll give you profits to the wine company. Paraphrasing, of course, but this is what happens. So he makes this wine that's delicious and very expensive, but he only makes it for $3. So she gets jack shit.
A bottle.
So she gets jack shit from this wine company. It is the most hostile,
and when did this whole deal go on?
I don't know, but the company's been around for a while. Let's see if I can find a date on this thing. Well, 2014.
It's a smaller glass bottle.
Yeah, it is. It is smaller, but it's good wine. It's good wine, guys. If you're looking for a cheap bottle of wine to impress a girl, just don't let her see the label. They make really decent wines. Trader Joe's.
Plug. Sponsor us. Because I'm still underage, so I don't drink at all. So
yes, mom.
Dude, that's what I've been having a problem with lately. Mom? I always say, like, all right, guys, I'm going to record a podcast. I'll see you later. And they're like, oh, how can we find this podcast? I really want to listen to it. And I was just like,
you don't share the love?
Nah, dude, because, like, I thought I was smoking weed.
Oh, it's those friends.
It's those friends? No, my mom and dad, bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about friends and people ask you that.
No, I don't give a damn if my friends know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know. My mom and dad are supportive to the point where they don't barge in this door and go, Dominic's queer. They don't do that.
I'll just do it for them.
You have.
That's true.
I think it was episode 6 you called me gay.
Well, it was because you said it in the gay, like,
what's up, guys? What's up? That's why you do intros now. I don't.
I've done, like, the last 3 intros.
I like it that way. Wow. I like coming in soft. That's...
But, what's today? Tuesday?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Feels like a Thursday.
Dude, it feels so much... Monday felt like a fucking Thursday.
I got to work on the same time I do on Thursdays today because I thought I worked at the Thursday time, but then it's Tuesday. Yeah.
I think I followed that logic, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of work, I'm looking for a new job.
I heard you had some interviews.
I did. I had an interview.
From a little birdie.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we just text each other saying podcast, and then we just gave each other a subject line. That was it. But no, I had an interview for a sales position in a company and a business that I don't know anything about.
Lame. Just kidding. I follow your dreams.
You're so cynical with it. You told me that Chris was like in a funk, and I was like, oh, Chris is never in a funk. You are cynical today. Shit, you have something to get into? Because I feel like you got something on your chest that you need to get off.
recovering.
Fuck, what happened?
Happy belated St. Patty's Day.
Oh, I blew people's minds at work because I actually told them what it was.
Oh, St. Patty's Day?
What it actually is. They had no idea.
What is it?
Fuck.
At least the time I had, I at least need to know why I did that.
Why
to
you?
myself.
Well, you did it wrong. So
I did it right.
Saint Patrick is a real person. Saint.
Now what's the patty? We flipping burgers?
Saint Patrick is his nickname.
Ah! Whoa! Whoa!
So he was the son of. Where do you think Saint Patrick was born?
Ireland.
No, he was actually
West
English
Virginia.
and Roman. He was the son of a Roman centurion, architect.
Can you hear our listeners? They're falling asleep right
I know, but you asked. So
That is
he was
true.
the son of a Roman architect, and he got kidnapped by Irish pirates. That's a thing.
Irish pirates.
He got kidnapped by Irish pirates, brought to Ireland.
You're gonna do fucking nothing. Jump off this fucking plank.
I'm pretty sure Conor McGregor's parents were there. I just feel like they were there. So he got sold to Irish slavery.
Jeez.
Yeah, and he was Christian, but then became very devout Christian and
So
Catholic.
why do we celebrate him?
Well, St. Patrick's Day marks the day he drove all the snakes out of Ireland, and people in America take that as an excuse to drink themselves to death. The reason we celebrate
Who would
it
do
here-
that?
The reason we celebrate it here is because a lot of Irish people came to the United States seeking jobs and employment because of the potato famine that happened in Ireland.
Okay.
So that's why we celebrate here, because of the influx of Irish culture that came to major cities like Boston, Chicago, New York, and it just became like a worldwide celebration. They don't really they celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but not the way we do.
I should have known that before I went
Are you Irish?
downtown. I am a little Irish, yeah.
You probably should have.
I should have known that before I went downtown because that would have been a great pickup line. Hey, you want to know what actually St. Patty's Day means? It's not what you think. And then, like, you made me
I feel like
attention
you're
enough.
mocking me.
No, I'm not.
I just know random shit.
No, dude, I wasn't mocking you whatsoever.
Okay, well, I won money because I knew that question, so whatever.
All right.
Shout out Cash Show. So, okay, go ahead.
Such a fucking loser. All right.
I know, you picked a weird castmate, let me tell you.
Can we get into this again?
I can get
All right.
deep.
So,
2 balls deep.
raw dog it, pretty much. So, if anybody's ever been to St. Patty's Day, downtown Chicago, then right there you'll know what kind of day I had. So before I get into this whole story, I just want to let you know that this all happened before 2 p.m. Okay?
Good Lord.
So, yes, it all happened before 2 p.m. So, we start off, I went down with my boys, Jack, Aaron, and Sully. And Shout out. And on the train, it was very, we got on the train was free, there and back. Think about that.
What?
I know, right? It was because it was St. Patty's Day. And,
I have problems with that logic.
why?
Why would you want more people getting trashed in the city? Oh, I guess they want more people taking the train than driving.
Yeah. Yeah, dumb.
But people have to drive to the train station.
Well, I mean, by the time they're back, like, Aaron was sober enough to drive back. Alright, but anyways, so they're cracking down on the train on drinking, I guess, especially
Yeah.
underage. So the only way we could do it is I'm usually a beer guy. And so the only way we could do it was hard alcohol in a water bottle. So it just looked like we're drinking water. So my buddy brought a bottle full of vodka. Right. So
Get that Fuji water bottle full of vodka.
yes, this is actually gonna be a really long story. I'm just
Hey, it's our pod. You have to stop apologizing.
No, I'm not. Did I say I'm sorry? I just said it's gonna be.
You
really-
better say you're sorry to me later. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Dom. So,
Just, okay, real quick. Chris and I are in a very tired mood. Like he said, it feels like Thursday. It is only Tuesday. Fucking, our jobs have brought us to a breaking point. We're doing our best to get through this. Okay? Go ahead.
That's part of the reason why I got so fucked up.
Exactly.
That didn't ruin the story. But anyways, so on this train, there was us four sitting, and you know if you sit on the top of the metro, you sit like you're facing somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was us four sitting here, and then on the other side, there was 4 other dudes. We're on the same age as us, looking like the same, doing the same thing, drinking some vodka, sipping some Gatorade, you know, getting it down and everything like that. And we're having a bro out time with these guys. We were just talking. And so by the time the train ended, we finished the water bottle between the 4 of us.
Oh my god.
So we're having a good time, and then we get off the train, and we're like, all right, bros, we'll see you later, man. Like, I doubt we'll meet up, but, like, if like, good luck, you know what I mean? Good luck. That's what I said. I was like, good luck. Because, like, we're probably not going to see him and anything like that, so we say bye to the bros and everything like that, the fun time we had on the train. So
good luck with your drinking.
Yeah, exactly. So from there, we went to see the river, the green river that got greener. So that was kind of cool to see that. Not really. It was kind of actually boring, but it was yeah. You know,
Right?
like you had to, if like you're gonna go downtown, you have to at least see that. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, if you're going for St. Patrick's Day downtown, you've risked your life on a train.
Yeah.
You better see the river change color.
Yeah.
At least unnaturally this time.
Exactly. So I swear this story's gonna give me a headache just to like remembering. Just oh god. So then we went to the river, saw all that, and then everybody was walking to Millennial Park because that's how it was. And when we showed up, there was about 300 people, just like all like from the ranges of 16 years old to 23. Porta potties over there, and then we're just standing there. Oh, before that, I'm sorry. Before
Jumping ahead
that,
of yourself.
we went to Target and picked up another handle of Svedka.
Downtown?
Yeah.
How much that run you?
I have no idea. I probably have to Venmo my boy Aaron.
Seeing as though it's like $3 to get a bottle of water down there.
Yeah, but it was Target, so I mean, couldn't have been too much, and it was pretty crap stuff. We were just doing it to
Svedka blows.
get some confidence. So we put that whole thing in a bigger water bottle, and that thing was massive. So we get to Millennial Park after that, and these people just start flooding in. And we're like, all right, man, it's time to go. Aaron's getting engaged in September. Getting married in September. And then me, Jack, and Sully were all single, right? So we're like, all right.
So he's dad.
Yes, Aaron was... Shout out to Aaron, man. That kid
dad.
probably saved my life. Not even fucking kidding. So...
No, I know you're not.
Yeah, so we're all, like, standing there, and we're trying to talk to some girls, and we're like,
How awkward.
But it was like... See, that's why we're like, all right, we need some drinks and everything like that. So we started getting down that water bottle of stuff. And by the time everybody got in there, we were about half done with it. Okay? And this is where things just really started to get kind of out of hand in a way because everybody was, like, gone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, first thing I want to tell you is I was like spit fire with these like 4 girls. I was talking to them and everything like that. So I was like saying this and they're like, oh, you're so funny, let's just take shots. And because you ever see those necklaces where they have the shot glass on the...
Oh, fun fact, my girlfriend threw up in one.
Nice.
and all over herself.
Oh god.
And then just took her flannel off and put it around, like on. It's just still all over. I love you so much.
Poor girl. That's the first thing I'm gonna say when I meet her. I still haven't met your girlfriend.
You have. But you have.
No, I haven't.
I know, but you have. You know what I mean? All the stories you've met her.
For sure.
You've seen the bad and the good. So.
I said hi to her over the phone, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right, so you had the shot glasses around your neck.
Yeah, so we were talking, and...
By the way, it hangs in the cleavage.
It does. It
does.
does.
Now do a little shot like that. By the way, I saw videos on Barstool of people doing shots
through the girl's ass.
Through the girl's ass crack, and then I saw one of a girl doing one through a guy's ass crack, and then I wanted to vomit.
Yeah.
That's not. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Shit comes out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way to gloss
both
over
ways, though. You know, unless the theory is true that girls don't poop.
I had a girl, literally, one of my friends, to this day, still says, girls don't poop. Girls don't have a butthole. That's what she would tell me. Fast
Porn will say differently.
Oh my god, if you didn't hear what Chris said, he said...
I said nothing!
Porn would say differently.
Shows, not says.
Oh, sorry.
And I
Well,
guess you could say
I'm
says.
so glad this is my castmate. So, you're doing shots from girls' cleavages.
No, I wish I was doing that, but
man.
they were just like, pour me a shot, and then they're like, it's so like nice because it just hangs there. So anyways, and then my friend, I'm not gonna say his name, it's one of the three. Me and him are both very into bodybuilding, okay?
Well, I know which one it is then.
No, it wasn't him. It was Sully.
Jesus Christ, I didn't even press the screws to you. You just let it out. Don't give him secrets.
So-
Jesus.
He, this story makes me just like, God damn it, Sully. So he legit barges in, okay, and starts hitting bodybuilding poses in between me and these 4 girls that I'm talking to. He goes, I'm Big Rami, brah. And he hits like a back double bicep, and then he hits like a side chest, makes the weirdest face, but he's looking at me while he's doing it. He's not looking at the girls, which really just threw me off.
Did you see their face at the time?
They were just like kind of like, what the fuck is happening? And he just wouldn't stop, and he was looking at me. I was like, why are you looking at me? At least like. So anyways, I had to pull him out, and then the girls are weirded out, so they left.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
Yeah, it's all right. So, and then I was just like, fuck it. I started taking more sips off of random people's
You're that guy.
water bottles. Because once I start, man, I don't know how to stop, and it's real bad. It's so bad.
Even me, like, when
Yeah.
I don't party, like, if I
Same.
if I get in 2 drinks, I'm like, I'm going till I'm fucked up.
Exactly.
It literally took my girlfriend at a party to go, why are you still drinking? I was
Yeah.
like, you're right. Why am I? We gotta wake up tomorrow. Like, what are you doing?
See, that's the reason I only drink if I'm like doing nothing.
And why is it whenever I'm drinking, a Juul or a cigar finds my mouth?
Oh, shot, dude. A Juul and a Fix, those things are amazing.
I was just like, I was downing Jack straight. I was just drinking Jack Daniels straight. And then one of the kids at the party was like, "Hey, you want to hit a Juul?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And I hit, and I was like,
Yeah,
"It's
those will
nice."
get you, man.
And then I found a cigar, and I was like, "Oh!" And I literally sat and drank. I'm like, "Why is?"
That sounds like a good day, though.
It wasn't very nice. I sobered up, and I was fine. But like, I don't understand. I'm with you. When I drink, I'm drinking to get somewhere.
Yeah, I don't like.
Gotta stop that.
Yeah, that's really because then I'm like when I get older and I want to like just have a couple of drinks like at a bar, like that's not gonna happen.
You'd be
Like,
broke before.
Uber or nothing.
Oh yeah.
So after that, I was like, all right, just fuck it. I just gonna drink until I have enough confidence to talk to girls, even if I don't care what I'm
So
saying.
you blacked out.
Not really. I almost did. So then Sully's a wanderer, so we lost Sully. He's just gone. He's gone forever. Aaron Hernandez. I kept saying that. Oh, he died. Never mind. Oh, that's bad.
my god.
But anyways, we just kept saying like gone forever, Sully's gone forever. And then I'm walking around with Jack and Aaron, and it was so funny because we lost Sully like 3 times that day in the span of like 2 hours. And each time we found him or ran into him, I've never seen 3 guys get so damn hyped. Fucking Sully! just guys are just stupid, drunk. Oh, God, why am I telling you guys this? Fuck it. And just get so like hyped to see my friend who I saw probably 15 minutes ago. But we're like, so he's gone. We like accepted the fact each time that like Chicago has him.
We
now.
gotta talk to his mom.
Yeah, he's gone. And then after that, so we found him, and this is when we lost him like the second time. We're walking around, and these people are smoking a joint. And knowing me, I was like, oh, that sounds like a really good
I'm
idea.
surprised it took you this long to find someone smoking a joint.
Oh, no, well, we smelt it, but we just really could never find where it was coming from, you know what I mean?
Oh, man, if I
smelt
was
it the
there.
whole day.
If I was there, I'd find it and be like, like a pointer, just like, I got it. I can always find it, man.
So we run into these girls, and they're the ones smoking the joint. She's like, yeah, you want some? So I took like 3 hits of it, and I don't know what the hell was in this bitch.
Jesus.
But
If you're gonna do drugs, Chris, can you please be smart about it?
from there, man, the day was just such a damn blur. Like, I ran into a couple of my buddies I used to know from high school, and we were just like talking, and then the next thing you know, I needed to pee, but I'm not waiting in line for a porta potty. I just go in the crevice behind the porta potties. I'm literally peeing in between those.
So, crime.
Everybody is doing it. So, yeah, we're just walking around. Next thing you know, I'm just literally holding on to Aaron's jacket, just stumbling behind him. Like, not even kidding, just like holding on, just like, oh God.
You're a kid
Like,
in the mall.
I'm crossed.
You're a child in a mall.
Dude, it was so bad. But I just had like this stupid smile on my face the whole day. It was but I'm so proud of myself I didn't tweak out, man.
No,
because,
well, yeah, that's true.
yeah, exactly, because it could have been real bad. So I'm just like stumbling behind Aaron. I see Sully and Jack talking to some girls, and I'm just standing there. I was like giving up my hope of like talking to a girl because I'm just stupid right now. I'm just like, just making those noises the whole time, and Aaron just keeps looking at me like, why am I friends with you?
I can see Aaron.
Like, I'm pretty sure he mouthed that or told that to me with them through the day. Like, why are you standing up?
Oh, I guarantee you that it was mentioned when he saw his bride-to-be later that evening.
Because he was like, before I hit the joint, and he was like, Chris, don't do that. And I look at him hitting it, and he's just shaking his head. Oh, man.
Papa Aaron.
Yeah. So
Papa
it was
Aaron.
just, it was so bad. But then, out of nowhere, we run into the boys we met on the train.
Oh, the boys.
We're like, yeah, boys, and we're like, we're talking to the girls, and we like talking to them, like, yo, we gotta take a picture, and we took a picture with the train squad. I'll literally show it to you.
I need to see.
And then my thumb in the picture is so weird. It's like,
oh God, dude.
so basically, I had a very messed up, awesome day at St. Pat's Day, and then we got on the train at like 4 o'clock and went home, and I fell asleep on the train home. And then, because I've never gotten messed up in the same day, had a hangover. Mm-hmm. So it was all done by like 12 o'clock, and I was just sitting in my bed, just like, what happened, man? Like, what did you do?
You're just like, oh, I'm home, thank God.
Yeah, it was just so bad. It was just, ugh. But yeah.
I remember,
Look at my face. Yeah, dude. I just showed Dom the picture and just
drunk as hell.
look at Sully's face.
Well, who's that, a girl? But
Yeah, it is a girl. It is a girl.
she looks familiar. She's got a very strong jaw.
She does. Damn.
She could drink peanut butter with that fucking jaw. Jesus.
It's like, but why my thumb looking like I'm trying to catch a ride, though?
Oh, man. It looks like a toe, to be completely honest. You don't have toe thumbs.
Because I was trying to out-angle Aaron. Because he's like telling me, he's like, bro, I'm going to out-angle you. I was like, no, you aren't, bitch.
You guys are wearing fucking huge jackets.
It doesn't matter, man. Our wedding photos are just going to be outside trying to out-angle. For his wedding photos,
man, that's great. Dude, I'm happy for you, man. I've done the St. Patrick's Day experience once, and I was tricked into it. Because you know me, I don't want to be around that.
I could just see you in the little crowd of people just, fuck, what?
It's just like, I hate all of you. Yeah, no, because I was dating a girl at the time. Shocker. And she lived near the city.
Okay.
So, again, complete opposite of me. Fuck her. God, what a bitch. Anyway.
Whoa, straight in there.
When you cheat on me, I really could give a shit. I honestly hope you listen to this and you text me and I will just tell you how I feel. So, I got tricked into going downtown on St. Patrick's Day. Huge Irish family.
How did you get tricked into
Well, because like I said, they're hugely Irish. And
So they're just like, hey, we're going to have a party at our house or something?
she and I and her parents were going to, her mom was going to cook a huge Thanksgiving. St. Patrick's Day feast. I mean, traditional Irish
Okay.
St. Patty's Day feast. And I was like, I'm down. Done. It's my favorite holiday. I'm there.
Really? Is your favorite holiday?
I love corned beef, cabbage, potatoes. I love it.
Potatoes.
It's like my favorite meal.
Did you say potatoes again?
Potatoes.
You said it Italian before.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Okay, well, whatever. So I go down there, and she's like, okay, come on, let's go. And, like, starts driving.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, where are we going?
Where are we
This is
going?
18-year-old Dominic just happy to be in a consistent relationship. Where are we going?
It's so sad.
Oh, it was bad. A lot of insecurity throughout my
Probably came with that, yeah.
adolescent
Where
high
are we
school
going?
years. Yeah, like where
Well,
are
that's
we
the
going?
thing. Like when you're in a relationship, dude, I swear, like if you're really into the girl and it's like a bad spot to be in, she could like say we're going to like we're gonna go do this, and that, and you just don't care. You agree to it. You know what I mean? Like I've been to that point. You know what I mean?
There's a grace period in a relationship where you're doing your everything
Yeah.
to impress them.
Oh god.
You're everything.
Dude,
like,
I
oh my
remember
god,
that
yeah, let's do
shit.
lines. No, not that. But you know what I'm saying? Like you will go anywhere. Do oh my god. I went to this
Say any message and just like not text them, but like
I went
yeah.
to a civic center in where Rockford or Woodstock. I went
both
to
pretty far away.
far away, and I went to this civic center, and there was like open mic teen night where teens would sing, perform, or whatever. And
Oh no.
and this kid had a laptop, and he repeated over and over again to a song or to a beat, "Love is a drug." But it was like, "Love is a drug," and I'm just like standing in the background with my girlfriend and her friends going, I want out. I was wide-eyed and scared. We met them afterwards, and I was so rude because I was so concerned. Or no, drugs. It was drugs is a metaphor, is what the loop was. Drugs is a metaphor, and it just kept going on and on with this heavy, loud techno music.
Techno's the worst.
And we met the kids and afterward, and I'm 2 years older than everyone at this thing, and I'm like, and I did not shake their hand. And then the girl I was with was like, why are you such a fucking dick? Like, that's how she talked to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy's a sociopath, headbanging in a civic center about drugs as a metaphor, and you want me to be cool with this? And I was like, what? And then she's like calling me an asshole and everything. And I like told her, I was like, you ever talk to me like that in public again, I'm leaving. I was like, I'm just gone. I'm getting in my car and leave.
See, I wouldn't have the last relationship I was in. I wouldn't have the balls to do that. Like, I'd just been like, yeah, drugs are a fucking metaphor, for sure, dude. And, like, shook his hand.
They, like, were getting his autograph. I'm like, so you can say, I met the serial killer before he started murdering everyone, and he's, no. I was like, I'm out.
I've always, like, I'm a fan of screamo shit. When I'm
We
working.
know.
Yeah. And I just always just wondered how they got to
that point.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
It's like the same reason how you see homeless people on the streets. Like, I wonder what path led them to get there. Same
Drugs.
thing.
Do you ever notice that homeless people don't really take food? They just want your money.
That's so true, man.
I remember I left a restaurant in the city, and there's this homeless person who, like, was down on his luck and had a sign. And I was like, oh, here, take my leftovers. Didn't take it. Asked for money.
Yeah.
This is like a really nice restaurant. And I was like, you want this, trust me. But anyway, back to my St. Patrick's Day. Went on the train and got hit on by old gay men. Then got hit on by older women.
Okay, that's more my style.
And no, not the good looking kind.
I am into older women.
Not these. 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. And
Surprised they still have a spark in their step.
yeah, oh well, that was awkward and uncomfortable. And then we went and saw the city. We saw the parade. I was so close to the dude that reviews movies on WGN, and then went home. And I looked at her and went, "Never again. Don't ever do that to me again."
Well, then you
She cheated on me, so there's
think it had to do with the St. Patty's Day?
not
You
exclusively.
think it was with the serial killer that she cheated on you with?
I kind of hope so.
Dun dun dun.
No, those are two different girls. Those two different girls. Those stories were two different girls. You can't.
I can't follow along.
I understand.
I can't.
Drugs is a metaphor, girl. Different person than the St. Patrick's Day girl. Different person.
You're crazy. You should have announced that.
I thought it was pretty clear. I thought I said another girl I dated. But again, talking about how you agree to do anything.
Okay.
When you are dating a girl.
Okay.
Anything in those first what would you give it? Month. First month. You do
Yeah,
anything?
totally. Just a month for sure.
Oh no.
No, I would say I think I'm pretty crazy. So probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think I'm that.
I'm sorry. It's so hard. You gotta find someone that is interesting and will constantly spark something in you or make you outside of yourself. But also at the same time, you need to find someone who's like you, and that's tough.
I've been thinking about this recently.
In between the drunken
Yeah.
ebbs and flows of St. Patrick's Day.
I had a day, okay? Everybody has one of those, you forget your name.
I got drunk at my girlfriend's aunt's party and was shaking on the couch and force-fed toast because I could not function. I was blacked out.
Jeez.
This was like a couple weeks ago, like a month or 2 ago. Yeah, it was bad. I nearly blacked out on the couch and had to be force-fed toast. I fell asleep on a toilet. Like, holding a toilet.
At your girlfriend's
House.
aunt's party.
My girlfriend's aunt's party, her birthday party. Open bar. I had 7 old fashions.
What's an old fashioned?
Whiskey and bitters and just all alcohol. No mixer. I had 7.
We really sound like we have problems in this podcast.
This is going to become tapes for our counselor and our AA therapist to read over and just go, okay, well, let's talk about
I feel like we
episode
sound so much like we just found like awful people to this. Like our last episode.
8. Oh, Jesus. We're not. We really are not. We're very open and caring people.
Like I feel like if any of our listeners met us in real life, this is not saying this is in real life, but in person, there you go.
Yeah, in person.
They'd be like, really? Like, really?
You know what alcohol tastes like?
That?
You know what a girl feels like? Shut up.
No.
Oh, speaking of girl, my sister is dating someone.
Oh, it's official now?
Yes.
Whoa, since when?
Oh,
she didn't even tell me.
Saturday.
Oh.
That's probably why. I can't
Because he came back this weekend?
Yeah.
Right.
I can't take it. I walked in the room and they were very close.
I
I was sitting very close, snuggled.
have thoughts about that.
Thoughts, concerns, questions, comments?
I don't want to get into it. I don't think Maria would be happy if we got into it.
That's fine. I will, if she ever listens to this, I'm uncomfortable. Not because anything uncomfortable's happened, but it's your little sister. It's a drastic change. Like,
Did you give
sister.
her the average advice when she asked you for dating
She
advice?
didn't ask me anymore. I had no opportunity to come with it. She just did it.
They've been talking for a while.
They have been.
I've met the guy in person. He's a cool dude, but yeah.
Like I'm saying, you don't have a sister. It's so hard.
I always wish I had an older sister.
Me too. I always did.
That way, our hot friends would always come over.
That was my rationale too. Dude! Yes! And, well, oddly enough, my older brother got me a girlfriend, so it works out in the end.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my brother's girlfriend to do that for me.
Honestly, you need to start asking. Have you been?
No.
How is that? You said you had a movie date. You had something in the books.
Oh, that
With the girl from school. What the fuck? By the way, fuck everybody at school. Just fuck them. Can't take this shit.
We're on spring break.
Literally, you have no idea how great I feel not having to be there today.
Oh, yeah, same.
It's like the same shit these people expect. I know I've gone on a rant about this before, but Jesus just fucking show up, do your homework, and nothing's gonna happen to you. Like, I don't understand the stupidity level. Get the fuck over yourself. And it starts in middle school, because these kids that I'm watching now, fuck you. Do your homework. You're not exempt from anything. Ass clown. Oh my god. We're breeding douchebags, dude. Literally. And I told you, that movie I saw previews about, it's just kids actively disobeying their school principal and teachers. It's like, no wonder our kids suck ass, because they're just getting this shit in just from every angle. Just God. Oh.
Bro, we went into this podcast saying we're not going to sound sexist.
That wasn't sexist.
Like we did in the last one, but now we're talking sound like fucking we hate children.
I don't hate children. I hate this generation. And the generation before us, where it's like, I couldn't do the homework. Why? Everyone else did. What's your excuse? Did someone die in your family? No. Then what's your excuse? What?
I did hear a girl talking to another girl in the cafeteria one day, and it was like, yeah, my mom doesn't want me to get birth control. And she was like, why? And the girl was like, I don't know. It's just like, I told her, I was like, if you don't give me birth control, I'm just going to have to keep taking it in the ass. And I heard that.
Oh, man.
But this is what really tripped me out. This is what really tripped me out. If you think that tripped me out, the girl that she was talking to, you'd think she'd be like, what the fuck, Melissa? No. She was like, oh, that's what me and my boyfriend just did for the first 6 months until my mom let into it. I was like, what? It's a thing? It's like a thing going around? It's just like, oh yeah, if you don't, your mom doesn't get you the pill, anal. And they were just okay with it, and they were like they had a conversation like it was like sipping tea. And sipping tea, just have that kind of conversation at like the Denny's over like Sunday brunch. I can't. I'm like sitting right there. I'm like, you're just like, fuck. You're sitting there with your chicken, like, what the fuck are you just doing in your house? Oh man! And I just was like, that's normal to them. And no, it wasn't like, oh, you're so like money, Melissa. No, literally like, oh yeah, that's what me and my boyfriend had to do. We just did anal until my mom got me the pill, and they're like, oh yeah, that's what probably we'll do. Silence. Another conversation. I'm just like,
Chris just got food out of his mouth falling back onto his plate.
I did not even know. And like, this other dude heard it too, and we're looking at each other like, did we just hear that?
Pants are a little tighter, just kind of like.
And like, and the thing was like, oh, I hate saying this, but this girl that said it, man,
should not have been having sex. Describe.
I'm surprised she could get dick.
Oh.
Even anally. I'm not even gonna apologize.
I got nothing for you.
That's it.
I honestly don't even know where I was.
I can't apologize. Like, I don't even know what to say. That's just my whole thought on it. It's just.
I don't even know where to go after my rant. Where were we even talking about?
We're talking about if my date ever happened.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
It didn't.
Oh, toilet bowl flush.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
She was like, I'm just like not in the mood right now. I'm kind of busy, and I was like, okay, I know where that's been. So.
You want me to talk to her?
I think it just all of this shit just led into the St. Patty's Day weekend, and then like once that day hit, I was just like, fuck it. So
that
I
happens.
think that's where it
that comes back to what we talked about on a previous podcast with the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock feeling on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like that kind of shit. Yeah.
And I think I've gotten to the point where the only way I'm gonna get in a relationship is if that person if our relationship, not even that person, but her as a person and then like us as a relationship would make me happier than I am by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's the whole point.
I think that's a good like conclusion, you know what I mean? Like, I do the same shit every day, but I think for most of the part, I'm a pretty happy kid.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
why the fuck would you date someone if they A, make you sadder, or B, don't
No,
do
but,
anything
like,
for you?
yeah, that's true, but, like, you know how things are, like, get complicated and everything like that. Just, like, happier in general. Like, on a normal day, you know what I mean?
This might sound like I'm aging you, but all the times I dated and said, oh, we're serious, when I was, like, your age or younger, God, fuck, it sounds so bad to say. But when I was your age or younger, with all those relationships that were quote-unquote serious, what the fuck? Like, we're in such a state of fluctuation in this time frame of your life, where it's like, maybe I want to go to college in Oregon.
Yeah.
Go to fucking college in Oregon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a girl that I was dating, and I was like, well, maybe I would want to do that. And she was like, why? No, don't leave. I was like, well, but my future is my future.
But I'm 18.
And I Exactly. It's like you are in such a state of fluctuation right now. Like, who gives a fuck about seriousness? If you can
I
find a girl
tried to
that's
do
cool
the
with
long distance. That didn't work out. Didn't ruin my life. But like, you know what I mean? It was.
Oh, buddy. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm doing good. But like, yeah, it's just like
stains.
I just don't see the point. I've had this conversation
absolutely.
with my buddy all the time. It's just like,
No. Honestly, like, why would you be concerned about that other than having a consistent person to make out with? Not to say that's all I date you for, baby. But
God, you're awful.
Well, I'm 24. I have the future.
You're 4 years older than me,
I am.
Dad.
Son. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, but that's the truth. It's like there's so much change going on of what you want to do, where you want to be, that what's the fucking point?
Yeah, it's
if you can find a chick that's like cool with that fluctuation and understands the fluctuation of like, go live your dreams, I'm gonna live mine, and we're gonna be in touch, and that's okay. Well, yeah, but don't stress about it.
I'm straight chilling for now. I'm straight chilling.
God, that's the stupidest thing you could have said.
Why?
Straight chilling.
Straight chilling.
That's lame.
You're lame.
I know I'm 24 years old and I live at home.
And you're podcasting with the 20-year-old drinking a bottle of wine. So.
Hey, to be fair, my parents helped drink half of that.
Doubt it. But anyways, so I heard you had an interesting pickup basketball game.
Oh, I did prelude to that on the Twitter. If you follow us at Spirit_podcast on Twitter. Yeah. I had a,
because all I see is like, because we both have, he runs the Twitter mainly, and just scrolling through Twitter, and all I see is blah, blah, blah. And then like, we're going to talk about this. Why did I say blah, blah, blah? Spirit Podcast tweeted a picture of a basketball court, and then like, this is going to be our next podcast, haha. And I didn't even text him about it. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, let me backtrack. So I was angry going into that gym. I got in a, not fight, but a heated exchange with my lady friend. And
your girlfriend?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, my girlfriend. Okay. She believes that I need to do more problem solving for myself. You know, like, see a situation, just solve it. I agree. I do that on a daily basis when it comes to work, school. When I'm alone, I problem solve the fuck out of everything. If I'm in charge at work, I problem solve, right?
Was it about the interview thing?
No. I will get to what it was about. But, like, you know, if I go into your world of working out, I'm not going to assume I know everything I'm doing. I'm going to ask you those questions to get the exact way I should be doing something. And I'm in her world right now. I'm at her gym. I'm a guest. I don't know where anything is. I don't know protocol. I don't want to step on anyone's toes or be someone of inconvenience to staff. Right? Yeah. So I'm like asking this question. I was like, I don't want to put my coat in the locker. I don't have a lock. Can I put it in yours? I don't know where to get a ball. Where do I get a ball? And this is the thing. And so she's just like, oh, it's like bringing a child.
Oh,
and
shit.
She's like, I'm not bringing you again. It's like bringing a child. And I should not have said this. And gentlemen, don't do it. I said, fuck you.
Whoa!
I dropped the I dropped the F word at my girlfriend.
Whoa!
And I've said, like, oh, fuck you, like, but not, I was serious. I looked at her in the eye and said, fuck you. And I just, like, grabbed my shit and walked away. And I went into the gym. And then she texted me saying, are you serious? Like, you just said fuck you to me. And I was like, I apologize. I should not have said that. You're right. I should not have said that. But I was like, you get so angry or hostile in these moments where you're not like understanding where I'm coming from. Tell me what to do and I'll do it. Like, that's what I'm coming from, because it's your world right now. You know, when I'm at my house and I'm doing things, I'll tell you what to do and how I want you to do them. Not because I'm a misogynistic pig, but because I want, you know, this is how it's done. This is show me the same way I show you.
It would have been just easier to share the locker too.
That's what we did.
So why was it like a big deal to share the locker?
Because like I was just like, and I like took off my stuff and put it down on the ground and took off my jacket and handed it to her. And that's when she called me a child. I understand where she's coming from. She understands where I'm coming from. We're fine. But yeah, that was a hating exchange. So I go into the gym and I'm listening to the Pete and Sebastian show while I shoot hoops.
Shout out.
Shut up. And these old men.
There's always that group. There's always either that guy or that group.
Who reek of Ben Gay and have an ace bandage on their fucking bodies somewhere. Visible.
Like the 38 knee braces on one knee.
Yeah, exactly. So, first off, it's one court at this gym in half because the other half's doing some CrossFit mommy and me class. And then the other half is...
Nice.
Exactly. Some hot chicks who are at least over the age of 50.
MILFs.
No.
Really?
Not great. The only good-looking one was the instructor. Anyway.
She could have been a mom.
She could have been. That's fair. So maybe.
MILF.
There you go. One MILF. Single it. So it's half the gym, 3 courts, and it's cramped. I'm 100% sure it's not regulation, this court. It's like they literally well, we gotta do something about basketball players, and threw this in the plans. And these 2 old men are standing under one of the only 3 hoops that is available, talking about finance. Not a shot was shot for 30 minutes.
Because did you ask him to move or anything, or was it like...
I just stewed in anger. And said things under my breath as I walked around them. And it was the level of...
Were they shooting or anything, or was it just straight talking?
No, Chris, they were standing in the paint under the hoop talking. Like, if you want to talk, go to the 3-point line. Anywhere over there.
Why at a basketball court? Talk over fucking
I don't know.
shit.
They were in full gear to work out and to shoot hoops, chit-chatting about banking statements. And I'm just... There's nowhere to go.
Is that what we have to look forward to in life?
Talking about banking statements? Absolutely. I'm already thinking about investing in CDs at my bank.
CDs?
I don't know exactly what it means, but you buy this CD and it grows interest. You put like $1,000 down payment on it to buy it. And then it grows interest, and your money just makes money while it's sitting in the bank.
See, so you didn't say anything to these guys?
No, I just sat there and
But there was
shot them.
2 other hoops that you were shooting at.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people, though. Like I'm saying, there's like 6 people for 2 hoops because the other one was being monopolized by these 2 douchebags. And it's just, it infuriated me. The level of inconsideration that occurs at all generations. Just elder, middle-aged, my age, children, elementary. It's just astounding to me. Just sitting back and watching people not give a fuck about anyone other than themselves.
That is, that's the generation coming up for sure, without a doubt.
And it's this generation of like excuse-driven individuals.
Oh, dude, oh god, that's just starting some shit in my head. Excuses piss me the fuck off.
Especially when they're not even close to what's happening.
You know what's the worst? I don't have time for that.
Who said that to you?
Just anybody, like, because, like, when people see me, like, they think, like, oh, he works out, fun, fitness stuff, yes, that all that. I'm not that big, but, like, that's what they think because they know me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm always talking, and then, like, oh, yeah, they're like, oh, yeah, I started to work out, too. I'm like, oh, no way, when do you go? And they're like, I try and go there as much as I want, but I just really don't have time. You know what I mean? And that's, like, I understand, you know what I mean? People get busy as fuck, but saying you don't have time, you know what I mean? Unless you're like a mom and like a soccer mom. This kid's like doesn't have a job and goes to college. You know what I mean?
Fortnite is college.
Yeah, like, oh, I just don't have time. I've got Fortnite with the fucking pros and like I got fucking school. It's just like
there's time.
Well,
I have no problem with people saying I don't have time for that if they don't care about how they look.
Yeah, exactly. But then this guy's like complaining to me like, oh man, I just want to lose weight. I'm like,
show up!
Just God.
But like it comes from me, it's like where it's like, well, Johnny, you were very rude to your to your counselors, and you were very rude to your friends, and that's not okay, and we can't do that. You need to, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, well, Eric is mean to me. I'm like, Eric doesn't even go here. So why are we blaming Eric? And it's like, I can control who I am, and if you get bad Johnny or good Johnny, okay, well then why didn't we pick good Johnny? Because I can't! I'm like, what?
He talks to himself like that?
Yeah. And I'm looking at him like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, we don't have them take personal responsibility for their actions. It's like...
It's a very just weird, I don't know, man.
If I acted half the way that these kids acted...
Yes, exactly.
I'd get smacked. And this is a thing. We need that as a society. We need to spank our kids. I'm not talking belts. I'm not talking switches. I'm not talking anything of an object. I'm talking open hand on the butt 3 times and then tell them why this is happening. That's the main thing. You need to explain to them why you're getting spanked. And always come at it not angry. You need to calm down before you punish your kids. But we're just not teaching them the
worst thing is
way.
I see is like when a kid's having a temper tantrum or whatever at the gym or whatever, like when we're like refereeing a basketball game or something like that, they just hand them a phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They hand them a device to distract them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I get, yeah, it works. Obviously, you're going to put a game in front of them. Colors, ooh, cool. But, like, that's not right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you need to sit out, look at a corner of a wall, and tell me every pore in that wall.
Yeah. Because there's no learning there. There's just like, oh, if I get a temper tantrum, I just get something.
Which they use the phone as a reward.
Yeah.
And now it's a punishment.
Yeah.
Like you're getting it when you should be being punished. But now you're getting a reward. It's contradictory.
It's very weird.
I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm baffled. I'm not saying beat your kids. I'm saying punish them. Some kids you don't need to spank.
Mm-hmm.
There are kids that are smart enough to understand rational conversation of why you did this and why it's wrong. Okay, I'm sorry, I won't do it. And then they actually actively make a better decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about kids that don't give a fuck. Spank them. They will learn.
See, I know you were a psychology major before. Sorry, I'm taking my coat off. Sorry for my sounds. And shut the fuck up. And a lot of this, like, the kids that act bad or, like, misbehave or whatever, some of them have divorced parents and shit like that. What kind of effects does that have on a child?
They will act out more. They want attention. They feel like now that their attention is split, you know, like if mom's busy, maybe dad can give me attention, or if dad's busy, mom can give me attention. Well, now it's a single-parent household. Granted, mom and dad still talk, but they feel like they're in this middle limbo stage. So they act out to get attention, so that maybe mom and dad will talk about what we can do. And they just want someone to care, because they feel, sometimes kids feel guilty, like it's them that had this whole thing happen. And you really see it in like a kid's mood. Maybe they'll become more jaded. They will stop being so outgoing, or maybe they become extremely outgoing because they want to make people laugh and they don't want people to feel the way they do. Maybe they just take on a lot of emotion, understandably. Like that's a situation that I know nothing about because I don't have that. Mm-hmm. But as a parent, you need to
I've always wondered like what triggers them. Like I get like the whole divorce thing. I just like what about like that.
Right. So. And if you're a parent who's getting a divorce, know that it's going to affect your kid. And you need to take steps to stop them from terrorizing. Mm-hmm. A kid that I watch just got punched in the face by another kid for getting out.
Whoa.
Like, what's going to happen with that kid? He needs to be suspended.
Yeah.
It needs to be punished. Like, he just can't start jacking kids. Like, it's...
Fun as it is, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh, God, I wish... I wish, dude.
Jeez.
We deal with interesting clientele on a daily basis.
It's a very, just... You never know what you're going to run into with our job. You know what I mean?
No, it changes every day.
It's like, even especially with kids' personalities. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's the same...
It's the same shit, but it's just so
same shit, differently shit. That's good.
Oh, man.
It comes out differently?
Exactly. It manifests its way in... Oh, God, my favorite thing is when kids think they can cry, and I'll let them out of it. Mm-hmm. I literally went to a kid today. Oh, you're crying. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't work on me. You're gonna do what I asked you to do. Thank you, and just walked away.
Savage.
And he just like stopped crying and looked at me. I'm like, my work at home. It don't work on me. Do what I asked you to do now.
I've always wondered, like, when they're crying, what if we start crying?
They're just fuck them.
Crying with me? Crying at me? What's going on?
I'm an emotional person, but I gotta keep strong for you.
That's what we should have done with that one kid that kicked us in the nuts. We should have just started crying.
Like he would care.
That's true.
At all.
He probably would have laughed. And continued to sprint after the... Anyways, yeah.
Tried to hump that little girl. I don't know, man. We just had bad parenting. I mean, my mom was telling me a story the other day about they went out for dinner, and this couple, this nice, fancy-looking couple, had 2 kids, and these kids are running in the restaurant up and down the aisle and, like, jumping on the couch in the waiting room, waiting to be seated, and the parents are just like, no, talking to the hostess, like, manage your circus.
Yeah.
Because they're running the show.
There's a level of fanciness you should go to when you have that age of kids at a restaurant.
Did I tell you about what the fuck happened at the Signature Room when I went for my birthday?
Yeah, you did. You said talk about it.
Did I talk about it on the podcast?
Yeah, you did.
Why are you bringing them?
Yeah.
Or at least know your kid's temperament so you don't bring them to that shit. Like, what are you doing? It's $55 a plate, and you're bringing a child that's running up and down the aisle.
It's like 10 or older, like for real.
Yes, 10 or much older. Like it's
20 or older. You know what I mean?
I know some 20-year-olds that shouldn't be out there.
You looking at me?
No, maybe.
Fuck you up.
Well, last city experience, you should not have been at a fancy restaurant.
Thank you, Aaron. for
God bless
I texted
you.
him the day after. I was like, dude, just thank you. And he's like, yep.
That's when you tell a bro you love him, man.
Just, oh, God.
Thanks for getting me home safely.
so
appreciative.
I puked in the porta potty, too. It was just bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's never fun. You gotta get so close that let people shit and piss.
Yeah, but it was such a big line there, but thank God I started feeling like I was going to puke right when my turn was up. God.
I went to a homecoming thing for my girlfriend's college, and
when was this?
a while ago, it was like a month or 2 ago. It was before school started. It's homecoming. It was in the fall, and we brought a bottle of Jim Beam, which is my best friend, and I had a mimosa when I got there. I ate a little bit, and then proceeded to fill up a Yeti full of Jim Beam and ice, and drank that all day long. At around 2:30
In the morning?
in the afternoon,
Oh, nice.
I was in the gymnasium bathroom puking in between people flushing so they would not hear me vomit.
Really?
That is what I was like, I need to do this, but I need to do it discreetly. And I would throw up as people flushed.
Do you have the skill to make yourself throw up?
Oh, absolutely.
Same. Everybody's like, that's so nasty. I'm like, when you gotta puke, man.
Dude, I've not felt well after a meal and made myself vomit. Not because I'm anorexic.
Okay.
But because it's like, I need to get this out of me and I don't want to
Okay,
wait. Like,
that's fair.
yeah, I've like I said, puked and rallied. I've made myself puke and
I've never
rallied.
puked and rallied.
It's
I haven't gotten
honestly
to that
not
point.
worth it.
Because, like, I can make myself throw up. I do the finger thing while I'm, like, saying it.
Yeah, that's not necessary. It's a podcast, not a video.
But I just like talking, yeah.
Oh, jeez. That wasn't the symbol for throwing up.
I'm all that bad. But yeah, just like, everybody's like, that's so nasty. I'm like, nah, when you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do to make yourself presentable.
But, yeah, good shit, though.
Alright.
But,
You got anything, man? There you go.
oh,
a picture.
one last thing. On the train, there was this typical stoner on the way back from the St. Patty's Day, and he had, like, the dreadlocks and everything. And this
Bob
group,
Marley
like, in
t-shirt.
front of us was, like, talking to him. Yeah. And, like, he got off at a stop before everybody else left. He was like, all right, man, we gotta stick together, because this is all we got. Just stay true to him. It's like I've never seen, like, a stoner before. Which is kinda
Preaching?
like, yeah.
Wow.
It was just kind of funny how it was, like, the typical stoner was just saying, like, the typical shit, like, we gotta stay together because we all have is ourselves at this point. And he's like, stay true, and they put a fist up like this. It was just like, what? I was like, but I was so messed. I was like, did I just see that right?
That guy's so right on, man. He's so on it.
I wasn't that drunk, but that was funny. Yeah, I had to share that.
Good, man. I'm glad you had a good weekend. You needed that.
Yeah.
We took a week off.
Yeah, we haven't, because my family got new carpet, and
So that means...
my cousin was in town, so I had to hit a workout with him at night. So it's...
Got it. Well, that is episode 8. Take a picture for the Twitter, for the whatever you do, Snapchat, and I will list where you can find us at. You can find us at Twitter with @spirit_podcast. YouTube is the Spirit Podcast. We don't have a Facebook yet. We're working on that. Gmail, if you want to email us your topics or you want to tell Chris he sucks.
Why?
And me, I really suck. That is Spirit Radio Podcast. And Instagram, which Chris is fully in charge of.
Not much action going on there.
I texted him the other day. I was like, put something up on the Instagram about the next episode. Spirit Radio Podcast for the Instagram as well. So go and follow us, like us, DM us what you want us to talk about. If you have constructive criticism, we will listen to it. If you want us to
just stop doing the podcast, just let us know. I mean,
because then we'll just meet anyway and record and not post it. All right, guys.
Good shit.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye.